This episode is brought to you by the DNA store on Redbubble. Want some DNA gear? Want to show off your favorite DNA shows? Whether you want to show Matt that you're also glad he's here, or show your allegiance to the Guardians of DNA Fireteam, or even just have a fascination with Toast building a snowman, we have the merch for you. Wear our inside jokes with pride and show off your favorite DNA shows. There's something here for everyone on the DNA store. Check us out at redbubble.com/people/DNA network today.
Get it all out.
All right, here we go. What's up, nerds? Welcome to DNA Pow Block, our all Nintendo show. We are back. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, Edward Varnell. And then, special guest again from Team Nerd, Kyle Waite.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Kyle, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
I mean, we talk about Nintendo enough on your Xbox podcast.
I mean, it's your Xbox podcast too. So
I know. I'm just.
I mean, Ed's been on it every episode, so I mean, it's practically his as well.
all two episodes.
All two. I mean, that is a long run. A lot of people are already getting tired of the content. I understand, but there's more to come.
Ed's currently the longest running guest on Nerds Connected.
Hey, he's got that third rotational player spot down.
I know. Oh, man. So, we're going to talk about what we've been playing. Ed, we're going to start with you because I feel like it.
I'm about to pick up Inside, and I'm about to pick up Axiom Verge. I've been playing Dust, Legion Tale. Getting into that really, really good game. It's bringing me more Masters of the Demon Blade vibes to it.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm definitely enjoying that game.
That game's amazing.
I downloaded the Street Pass update, which we'll probably talk a little bit in the show. And I haven't tried the race car yet, but I still got to buy everything else. But I still got to start the Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice demo. So, but that's what I've been playing. And then tomorrow I'll be getting to more Destiny DMC and starting Axiom Verge on Wii U. And also start a Chrono Trigger. Got to start that also.
Man, Ed plays a lot.
Yeah, he does.
I don't think Ed sleeps. I think he goes to work, then he podcasts, then he games, then he goes back to work. I think he secretly naps at work.
Either that or he's got one of those like chairs that's got like the IVs in it, like the Animus from Assassin's Creed, and he just plugs like Mountain Dew or like Red Bull or something into his arms and his veins, just going 24/7.
Yeah. But Kyle, what have you been playing?
Are we talking just Nintendo games, or are we talking everything? Okay,
no,
so
we love all games here.
Yeah, so
at DNA, we just like to separate the news into sections. You know, DualShock Connected, Pow Block, Real Talk. Hopefully someday it'll come back.
One of these days.
I gotta wake Cameron up one of these days to record with me.
It's gonna be like Rip Van Winkle. He's just gonna wake up and just have this super long beard. Let's talk movies.
Yeah. Sana and I have actually talked about like doing a couple episodes ourselves until Cameron finds the time, because we just saw Now You See Me Too.
The magic, the Four Horsemen or whatever magic show trick one.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Better than the first, or just like another?
It's about the same. It's not like you're gonna go in there looking for an Academy Award-winning movie, but it's dumb fun. Like, keeps you on your toes a little bit, makes you think.
It's
funny that you mentioned that. I'm in the two strings. Very big movie. Leica does excellent stop motion animation. Just such a great movie. So I gotta do an episode about that. That's gonna be
Yeah, I want to see that because I saw a video on YouTube about how they did the stop motion with that, and like it's like a mix of real stop motion with CG like sets, and it was really cool.
Okay, yeah, no.
Ed, you are breaking
my
up a
daughter
little
and I and my wife were gonna go see that, but
Okay.
the tickets costed more because it only had the like the IMAX type experience version. So instead, we went and saw the Pete's Dragon, which was actually a cute movie. So
I actually really want to see that too.
I want to see that
it's
too.
pretty cute. So we enjoyed it. The dragon was like a giant puppy dog. It was adorable. So
Yeah, the original Pete's Dragon is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So like, I really want to see this one and see how it, compares.
I mean, it's a lot different, but I don't
Right.
know. It's good.
Right.
So-
I think this one actually follows like the real stories of Pete's Dragon instead of like
yeah.
When Disney was obsessed with like changing everything back then.
Yeah.
Not that they aren't now, but not that they don't take liberties now.
Right.
I think we just resurrected Real Talk.
I know. I know. But
All right.
I
haven't played anything, or I haven't said anything about what I've been playing yet.
I know. I was just saying that me and Sana were gonna do because we've been watching movies lately, and we just started watching Stranger Things.
I've heard good things about that.
It's,
I've wanted to check it out.
It's good. I don't know if it's like amazing, but if you have a lot of nostalgia for like what?
Is it produced by Netflix? Is that?
Yeah, it's a Netflix
okay.
original.
Okay.
It's interesting though. It's we're halfway through it, and it's interesting. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna like go on a rant or anything, but we've been watching that. So, and she just watched Indiana Jones for the first time a couple of weeks ago. So, we have a lot to talk about.
There you go.
But okay, now that we're done with DNA Real Talk, Kyle, what have you been playing?
So I've played Destiny because we always play Destiny.
That's right.
And then I've been playing more Gears of War 2 because I just did a video for the that Twitter hashtag 7favegames. I was trying to figure out if Gears 2 is my favorite so far out of the Gears or Gears 3, and I ended up saying Gears 3 just based on it is the culmination of the entire story, so that's why there's more emotion there. But like, just spoiler free again, but that scene with Dom in both 2 and 3, like, Dom, I love you, bro. Like, it just, so played some of that. I've been playing that.
I thought that scene in 2 was horrible.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's what you said, Ed. It hurts. It hurts.
No negativity on POW Block. It's rainbows and unicorns and happiness, Ed.
But then
I do agree with you.
But then I've been playing that Earthlocked, the Festival of Magic, the launched free on the Xbox Game with Gold. It's the Kickstarter one. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of that retro vibe to it. And I mean, it's not perfect, of course, but it's a lot of fun. And I've been having fun with it. I think I've played about 3-ish hours or 4-ish hours of that. So I'm about, I think, 20 or 30% of the way through, but I don't know if that's like 20% towards 100% completion, so I'll beat the game at 50%, or if that's like 20 or 30% of just the story. So, because you know how some RPGs, they track the things differently or whatever. So that's been fun. And then I don't know. I think that's it. I think I might have played some Call of Duty here or there, but that's just with wifey. And yeah, so I don't know. Just a couple of games.
Nice. I've been playing.
It's good that it's. Oh, I'm sorry. Because you mentioned Earthlock. I started that one too, and I just first at the Rapid, and he's about to take me up north, another place, and that's where I stopped at.
Oh, the Hog Bunny.
I was gonna say I've been playing Metroid Prime Federation Force, and I was real high on it the last time we all talked, and then I'm like probably about halfway through it, and my feelings on it are kind of, going down a little bit. It's hard. It's definitely tuned for multiplayer. Like, it's really, really tuned for multiplayer, and it's killing me because, like, the mechanics are pretty solid for a 3DS shooter. Some of the weapons are really, really fun, but some of these bosses, man, they're definitely tuned for multiplayer, and like some of them are almost puzzle based, where like someone should be drawing aggro from the boss so someone else can shoot it at a specific point, and like those bosses are really tough to do solo, even
like
if you
Destiny
have
raid boss style.
kinda, yeah, and like it sucks because I really like this game. I just wish it was tuned to single player. Yeah, I have my lone wolf perk on, but like it's hard. It's still hard. Like doing double damage and taking half the damage, it still makes the game. It's still hard. Like I don't know. It's bugging me a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to finish it within the week, and then I'll probably do like a little review session on it. But
yeah,
it's tough, man. It's really hard without somebody, and like you can matchmake, and I understand that, but with the limited communication, and like
yeah,
if you get on and matchmake with someone, it's probably gonna be like a 10-year-old kid. No offense, but I don't really feel like doing that.
I'm pretty sure that's why there's no matchmaking for raids in Destiny. Hey guys, you ready to do the raid? Oh wait, no, Mom says it's bedtime. Sorry, bye.
Oh, I know. Speaking of, that raid group we raided with last night was pretty awesome. Shout out to Dozer and what's his name, Raging Avenger, and
Raging Avenger from a Facebook group that I'm in, and then
Empire,
yeah, something.
Yeah, shout out to those guys on Xbox. That was good, and Mitch, I guess.
Well, and Mitch, but
I guess we can give Mitch a shout out.
Maybe.
Love you, Mitch. Thanks for finally subscribing to the YouTube page today, you jerk. Been doing this for 2 years. I've known you for almost a year, jerk.
What kind of friend is that?
I know, jeez.
Someone that you still love.
What a jerk. But other than that, I've been playing. I just finished Super Metroid, and man, that game is really good. Super Metroid's like so good. Definitely, if I had to, Kyle, I'm probably gonna steal a page from your book and do a DNA blog thing, video blog, and do like the #7favegames.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, it was one of the hardest. Like, normally I try to do my nerd vlogs and post them up on Fridays, but this one was actually a lot harder than I thought to put together because there's so many games that I've played throughout my life that. Like, how do you put a number?
How do you pick 7 games?
Yeah, and like, I wanted to include Mass Effect. I wanted to include Final Fantasy, and I love Final Fantasy. I've got Cloud's Sword right there for crying out loud, but it's not on the list. You know, like, I picked it some based on like the gameplay and how it worked, but a lot based on emotion and what it meant to me at the time. So,
yeah. I think that's what makes the favorite games, like when the game speaks to you and it really connects to you, that you could continue returning to it. I think when it makes your list, or I believe that should make the list, like games that you return to because they connect to you personally. Like
yeah,
like for me, like a whole bunch of Nintendo stuff. Like I couldn't do Chess 7. Like
that was the hardest part. Like getting it to just 7 because I had like 30 some odd games that I'm like, okay, well, I can take these 2 off because it's part of the trilogy, so if I talk about the last one it kind of covers it, and then I didn't want to cover the same franchise twice, so I had a battle between Ocarina of Time and Link to
Twilight Princess.
So
Twilight Princess is the only right answer.
My favorite 2D Zelda game is A Link to the Past, and my favorite 3D Zelda game is Ocarina of Time. So it just I kind of didn't want to put both of those on there, so I had to do a little battle between them. So I don't know.
You two make me sad.
I would go with Ocarina of Time. I mean, I love A Link to the Past because of its difficulty, but I think when I play Link Between Worlds, I kind of want Link Between the Past, Link to the Past to be remade in that engine.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
It still has the best moment of bringing that girl into the light. That's like my highlight of that whole game.
Yeah, that was a really good one. I enjoyed my time with that one. It's been a while since I've played it, though. I think I played it about a month after it came out, and I mean, it was really good, but like it doesn't stick with me as much as like Ocarina or A Link to the Past does. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm having like there's like 4 or 5 games that I have completely nailed down, and then the last 2 spots are just gonna be completely wide open with like 30 games.
Man, it's not just Google lately. It's apparently YouTube too. Have you guys seen that stuff going around about people getting their videos demonetized?
No.
It's ridiculous.
No.
Like if they're swearing on their videos, if they're talking about pretty much anything relative to the news, like anything war or I think the exact quote was divisive or potentially not harmful, but like upsetting. Like they've been getting videos demonetized. So like Philip DeFranco, I don't know if you guys watch any of his videos, but he had like 20 some odd videos or something like that demonetized, and YouTube just now has let him know, and they were like updating their terms and updating their system to let people know. But there's other people that have like had 300 plus movies or their videos like unmonetized without even being notified. So I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Could be the death of YouTube. Let's hope not.
I know they always been having problems with YouTube's policy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once I get everything figured out, this new PC that's supposedly coming in the next week or 2, like we're gonna be using Skype. We won't have any more of this Google Hangout garbage. But what were we talking about now? After Ed was gonna say something, and then he went robot.
He went robot voice. Something about one of the Zelda games, maybe.
Yes. Well, it was Corey's favorite 7. What he was thinking, and then
okay.
Okay.
That's where we stopped.
Okay, but other than that, I've been playing Destiny. I downloaded Resident Evil 4 and Shovel Knight again. Yeah, and then I have Xenoblade Chronicles X downloading the big patches and stuff behind me. So hopefully that'll be ready tomorrow, because I kind of want to shift away. Like, I still want to play Destiny. I need to grind my Warlock and my Hunter up to 40. I deleted them and remade them.
Again.
Yeah, again. Kyle knows the struggle of making a character look right.
It is real. You get 30 hours into a game, like Mass Effect 1. I think I was at the last section of the game, first time playing it, and my Commander Shepard, under the lighting that they show him at, just did not look right at all. And I was like, nope, delete, start it over. Because you can't finish the game with your character not looking right. You need that epic moment with the epic character.
I know.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. But yeah, so my Hunter looks cool. I made an Exo Hunter, and I made an Awoken Warlock. So
you're not making them all look the same anymore?
No, that was really bothering me too, for some reason.
You can't please Corey, apparently.
I know, you can't.
Come on, Bungie. Give Corey all the options he needs.
I know, right? Give me some sliders, give me some shaders, give me some I don't know.
Give me some purple mohawks or something. Spice it up.
You can make a purple mohawk.
No, not that one though. That one's hideous.
The sideways one that goes like this.
Yeah.
That one's sweet.
No.
One's awesome.
No.
But anyways, Nintendo podcast.
Yes, Nintendo. A button, B button.
Yeah.
Mario.
The real reason why we're all here is because Nintendo had their first Direct in like 5 since E3, probably. And
since March. February or March.
March. Okay, so since March. And it was all about the 3DS, which we all assumed was going to just kind of float away and a nice, happy, sad death when NX came out in March. But apparently...
Happy sad death?
I don't know. Just go with the cow. Yeah. Just go with the cow. And 3DS has a ton of games coming out. Ton of good games. Ton of games that I really want to play on the 3DS. So Ed has the list here of what all was announced in this September 1st Direct. So we're going to show our reactions to that direct. So Ed, why don't you give us the rundown of what they announced?
Well, they started off with Pokemon Sun and Moon. They were announcing the background of Rattata on the island, and then they showed off Munchlax, which is like a younger version of Snorlax. And
Baby Snorlax.
people started
He's
making memes of when Munchlax eyes go do the like anime shine orange and to attack. They was talking about where your Pokemon and you as player, like you guys combine together to make this like special move. And so they talked about that. So they showed a little bit off of it, and I was kind of cool. I was happy to see Munchlax. I was just like, yeah, I love it. So, what do you guys think of the update for Pokemon Sun and Moon?
I mean, anytime there's new Pokemon announced, it's cool. I mean, this is the Smash Brothers thing all over again, but with Pokemon, right? You always want to see the new roster. You always want to see what's coming out, and like, Pokemon is arguably more popular than ever with Pokemon Go, and they want to capitalize on that. And there's nothing better to do than just give information on the new game. And like, people that aren't real big gamers, like, I didn't know how Pokemon Go would affect those people who aren't like real gamers, but they grew up playing Pokemon on their Game Boys and kind of fell out of gaming, and then Pokemon Go's free on your phone. I wanted to see the effect, and I am actually personally seeing that effect at work. Like, people are going out and buying 3DSs saying they cannot wait to play Pokemon Sun and Moon based on what they played on Pokemon Go. And they've already
nothing in comparison to each other other than just the creatures.
I know, but they're like, oh well, I downloaded Pokemon Red because I had it, and I'm like, wow, Pokemon Go is actually selling 3DSs.
That's incredible.
This is like Nintendo's plan. I know Pokemon Go wasn't Nintendo, but like Nintendo's plan was to make mobile games to sell hardware, like sell future hardware. And Pokemon is doing that. And I saw 6 people that I work with go out and buy 3DSs like 2 or 3 weeks after Pokemon Go came out because they wanted to play more Pokemon, and they downloaded Red and Blue, and like somebody bought Omega Sapphire and somebody bought Pokemon X and Y, and like it's still huge at where I work. Like, it's still huge. People are still going out and finding these things after work. They're going to like there's this place in North Canton called the Strip where there's a lot of stores and Pokestops, and each store is a Pokestop. They're driving down the Strip. They're going to restaurants and bars looking for Pokemon. It's like ridiculous. And like now they're carrying around their 3DSs and they're playing Pokemon Red and Blue with each other. They're playing Pokemon X and Y with each other. It's crazy. I'm like, wow. I did not think that was going to happen.
Yeah, and this Pokemon Sun and Moon feels like they're going in a big direction with the series. So
the thing is, like, Pokemon X and Y introduced the Mega Evolutions. So you've got, the Mega Evolution aspect of those games. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Omega Ruby?
Man, I'm tired, all right? Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. See, I was trying to get the F for Sapphire sound. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Once they continued that where they've got the Mega Evolutions, but once you finish that story, there's a continuum story after that is exclusive to the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire games, and that kind of has this story about how there are multiple worlds, and a lot of people took the theory that meant that each game cartridge itself is its own unique universe, which kind of works out, I guess, but that is the reason that they can have, Ruby and Sapphire in the past not have Mega Evolutions, but now they have these versions of Ruby and Sapphire that do have Mega Evolutions, and somehow it works in their continuum, in their time, or whatever. And these Z moves, it looks like they're taking out Mega Evolutions on Sun and Moon to put these Z moves in, which is like a evolution of the whole trainer Pokemon bonding thing, but instead of having an overpowered mega evolved Pokemon for an entire battle, which can just become OP, you get one super move. So I think this is their way of taking that superpower, but I guess trying to not make it too overpowered. So, I don't know. I'm really excited about these games, though. You were talking about Pokemon Go, Corey, and I mean, I don't really play Pokemon Go anymore, but I was really only playing it because I wanted to play something Pokemon while I'm waiting for these games to come out.
Right. And like, I mean, I've played it for a little bit, and like that game just,
that game really much of a
game wasn't. Problem. I mean, that game wasn't for me. Like, it brought back a lot of memories and nostalgia and stuff. Like, it was cool, but at the same time, it's like I would rather just play real Pokemon. But,
right.
It's a thing, and people are buying 3DSs, which was surprising. So,
and it is awesome on the 3DS that you can go and download Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow now.
I know. As soon as
with the internet connectivity, so you can trade with friends. That's awesome.
And like as soon as they were available, I downloaded Pokemon Blue and beat it. Like that game is like the best. It's the best. It's the best. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Ed, how do you feel?
Oh, I already pre-ordered, so I'm ready for the day to come. I got both games. Just all I need is to get my new 3DS and get the games when they come out.
Nice.
So our next game they showed was Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS, and
so disappointed.
This game. One of the big features, was the online feature of sharing levels. I believe the sharing level, that one is not in this game. But if you are around like with other people, like in local areas, you could do collab levels. So you could like start your level, send it to another person, and they could help create it. I believe everything is unlocked. That's the way that it's shown, that everything is unlocked at the get-go when you buy this game. It's going to still have the 100 levels, and then it's still going to have recommendation levels.
The problem, though, also, they don't have the mushroom that makes you transform into the other characters. So it, I guess, doesn't have that amiibo functionality of creating a quote-unquote Legend of Zelda type level where you get this mushroom and you play as Link, or this, Sonic type level where you transform into Sonic and then try to run through the level fast or something like that. You can't replicate that on this one. Like, you can probably still make the levels and they'll play fine as Mario, but it doesn't have that same magic. So,
do you think they'll probably come up in the update? Because I think they're probably.
I think they're gonna slow drip content. I think they're gonna. I mean, this is gonna be a Splatoon situation. I feel like. I mean, I know like. This is not feature complete with the Wii U version. Like I want to stress that. I want people to know that who listen to this show. Like, it is not feature complete with the Wii U version. But that said, I feel like maybe 3 months from now, 6 months from now, it'll be feature complete. I think they want to test the waters. I think they want to see how it runs. I think they want to see how this game. I think they want to see how this game is received on 3DS. And then they'll start dripping out content depending on how popular this game is. The one thing I hope this game does is if you're designing on the go, if you are designing a level on the go, you can save it and then transfer it to your Wii U version to upload it. And that would actually, I know, that's what I want to see.
Okay.
Like, that's what I want to see. And like that would change things drastically for me personally, because like I want to
download games from your Wii U to it.
Well, I don't even care about that. Like, I want to design a level. Like, if I'm sitting on the couch, my Wii U gamepad does not reach the couch out in the living room from the game room. So, like, I want to design a level, and if I can do that on my 3DS and then come back in here and shoot it to my Wii U and upload it, like, I will be all in on Mario Maker again. Like, I love Mario Maker a lot. Like, Matthew Keel sends me levels all the time to play, and I was and let's not even talk about Todd Oxtra's kids level like that.
Plays of that. Just okay. Todd, your son is evil.
I know. Oh my gosh, just don't even get me started on that level. But it's if I can create a level and shoot it to my Wii U and upload it, or like just fiddle around with some ideas that I can come back to my Wii U later and try around with, that's going to be a big thing, I think, for somebody who owns both systems.
Well, and that's the thing for someone who owns both systems.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. That's the thing. If people are like don't own both systems, like this, I hope that they start dripping out features for this thing.
See, well, I think even if they don't, go for it, Ed.
I think even if they don't own both systems, I think it's a great creative tool to take on the go. Like you can I think you probably even could take this to school and show it in your science class and talk about physics or how physics works, because that's kind of what makes a Mario level. I mean, it's great level design, but if you got physics that work and it plays just right, I think you could go to school and show people off about that, show your creativity. Now I know the collab thing that might become a little bit trollish, but that's something separate. I feel like this is a great creative tool to take on the go. Like, and even if they don't have the functionality just yet, Corey, which I hope they do have that functionality, able to design levels better, because you are able to work on it more creatively and design wise, and then be able to like, okay, if I have to recreate this, I know where everything goes and how everything works. Yeah, it might take still a lot of bit time, but I think that would cut that down the time and be able to share it with other people. Like, I would love to see that.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know. I think we are coming from the standpoint where we want every game to be feature complete all the time, no matter what game it is. And like, you think of these kids that just have a 3DS and they can make their own Mario levels and then play them. Like, I'm trying to think of it from that perspective. Like, this is this is an awesome thing for kids to like trade levels with each other and stuff, like, or work on them together and stuff. So.
And just think of conferences like PAX or E3, meeting your rival or meeting your competition, like in the games industry, and seeing that you guys got that Mario thing with local play. You'd be like, okay, let me try out your level, see how devilish or how creative you are. Like, I think that's cool too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got a theory about this entire 3DS conference that I want to save for the end, but like for me, like you guys said, if they do end up patching it, making it feature complete where you can upload and download different levels from the internet, that is when I will pick it up, because I don't have a Wii U right now, and like Mario Maker intrigued me, but it wasn't something that I was going to buy a Wii U for. And this intrigues me, but it is not feature complete, so it's kind of just teasing me like, hey, here it is, kind of. So, but I've got a theory, but I want to save that for the end of this POW block.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. So the next game that they showed off was Mario Party Star Rush, and the feature that they showed,
otherwise known as Mario Party SpaghettiOs.
They showed where all the players will have their own dice roll. Well, it looks like you could play as Toad, and it looks like it's boss rush mode almost in a way, with still mini games. They introduced coin off the line, where you're using both screens, where you got to collect coins and play mini games at the same time. And they introduced one more feature. But it looks very interesting, and as much as some people don't like the Mario Party series, it still sells. And regardless if it's on 3DS or Wii U, the Mario Party still sells.
Well, I didn't have very much fun with Mario Party 10 on Wii U. I can't remember what score I gave it. It was probably a 6.5 or a 6 or something back with the other group I was with. And this one actually looks intriguing to me, like doing all of your dice rolls at the same time, like taking less time so it progresses the game faster, and just having that faster pace looks like it could be a lot of fun. So
yeah, I I don't know. I haven't really enjoyed Mario Party since probably that first one on GameCube. And then when they changed the whole thing where like you're all together, all using the same dice and the moves and stuff, like I don't know. The best thing about Mario Party for me was like it was an actual board game, and then you got to compete in these mini games, which was super fun. And that's what made the N64 game so much fun.
Well, and I think the other thing too is Mario Party worked when you were all sitting around the same TV, but there's so much less of that now that it doesn't feel quite the same. It doesn't have that same purpose, I guess, that it used to have, you know?
Yeah. And like the thing is like they don't really the N64 ones or the GameCube ones really don't hold up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Son and I played it about 6 months ago because we were trying to do a fun Let's Play together, and like
it ended up not being
after
fun.
after about 5 turns, we were like super bored to death. But we played a whole 20. It went what 20, 35, 50. We played at 20.
I think you can do 15. 15 is the shortest on I think 6, which is the one that I have for the GameCube.
Well, we did a 20 round one. And after 5 rounds, we were like so bored. We were like, "Is this almost done?" And I was like, "I think we're almost done." And then it gives you that 10 move warning where you have 10 moves left, and we were like, "We're almost done with this stupid game." But man, but yeah, Mario Party is like I think they need to just put their foot down and just halt that series for a while and figure out what they want.
Would be an amazing thing for Mario Party. Make a Mario like D&D RPG type thing where that is the party, your Mario Party group.
Oh my god!
Well, you know I would play that, right? Like I would literally play that.
Mario is the thief, Luigi is the necromancer, Peach is the white mage.
Oh, now I'm just thinking. Now that you talk about it, I wanted like in Paper Mario like animation. I don't know why. It just looks. Dang it, Kyle! Why you say that? I'm so hyped now for that.
You got to make it happen, Ed. Right to Nintendo.
Exactly. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So. I don't know. Mario Party is okay. Sure. Another one. That's all I really have to say about Mario Party.
And that's all I've got to say about that.
That's all she wrote.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh, now
get off my plane.
Oh no.
What? Oh no, we're back on NGR, doing really bad.
Exactly. So the next game they talked about was Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome Amiibo. They was introducing new cards. It's gonna have its own director that spend too much time on it, and we probably won't spend too much time on it. But New Leaf did sell well, and I'm kind of looking into this holiday pack. It looks really cool, and I kind of want to get back into the Animal Crossing series. So I can't wait to see the direct on what new things that they add. It showed that I guess you can move it to an RV also. I don't know how Tom Nook is going to play a part in this game. I know people hate Tom Nook, but we shall see when the next direct comes for Animal Crossing. What did you guys think?
See, Animal Crossing, the series, is a series that I have no idea why I enjoy playing. Like it doesn't make sense to me why I'm enjoying it, but I can waste so many hours on those games and then be like, oh, I just spent 7 hours collecting bugs. Oh. And you just spend so much time in that game that like I'm going to completely pass on. I didn't pick up New Leaf. I'm going to completely pass on getting it with this update just because I know that I already get too much time absorbed into Destiny. I can't get lost into 2 different games because then it's just going to be no time for anything else.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Never played Animal Crossing ever. So, sure.
Sure.
I'm afraid once I start, I'm not gonna stop. That's the thing.
Okay.
Well, and that's the thing is it was the DS one, the original DS one that I got, and I spent like we always joke that I've spent like over 1,000 hours in Destiny, but I probably put 300 plus hours into that DS game doing practically nothing. And it's like, why? I don't understand, but I kept turning it on and I kept going back to it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I had it for the original GameCube. And I got the Wii version also, and I love the series. Like I think it's just something relaxing. It was something new to me at that time. And I didn't pick up New Leaf, but I am, like I said, am interested in getting it this year. So that's that, I guess. Anything else?
No, nope.
Oh.
I think we covered it.
So they talked about Street Pass and some of the updates. They got 5 new games for it. They went from me to 10 people to now you can have 100 people. I think they're introducing Spot Pass and just a whole bunch of updates. And you can watch the Nintendo Direct for that information. I don't know what you guys think about that, if it's important or if you want to move it to Tank Troopers or anything.
I don't know. I'm probably one of the weird ones that has a DS that doesn't use the Spot Pass or the Street Pass at all. Like I haven't even gone into the whatever the Street Pass amiibo, whatever they call it thing. I don't even know what it's called. I just don't use it because
Me Plaza.
Yeah, that's what it is, the Me Plaza. Like I don't use it because I got my 3DS for, Zelda. I got it for Smash Brothers. I got it for Mario. I got it for the games, not for the little, I don't know, weird, quirky interaction things, which maybe I'm weird, maybe I'm not, but that's just me.
No. I mean, it's a nice little feature from time to time. So.
And I mean, I can understand why people might like it, but
yeah, I mean, I've never used it, but like there are things in that are pretty interesting, like the puzzle piece thing seems really cool. It's just that like where I'm at, I don't have enough people to I'm not gonna go hang out at GameStop for 3 hours waiting for people to bring their 3DSs in.
You just love GameStop.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started, dude. I just. Do you want to hear my latest story about GameStop?
Oh no. Okay, let's hear it. Let's do this.
So I called the store, right? Because I had enough reward points for a $25 gift, like the rewards certificate thing.
Sure.
And I called the store. I'm like, before I redeem my points, I want to know if I can use a $25 rewards card on a
digital currency card.
Yeah. And this was the manager. I know his voice. I know what he looks like. I've been in there 1,000 times. He's like, yeah, sure, bring it in. We can help you out. I'm like, okay. So I did it. Okay. Took in my phone, had a little barcode, took up my $20 PlayStation, or whatever, 20, because they don't have 50, or they don't have 25. I'm like, here you go. Here's my card. And they're like, oh, you can't use that on gift cards. I'm like, I literally just called you.
Right.
3 minutes ago, I called you and said, can I use this on this? And you said yes. They're like, oh, I don't know who you talked to. I'm like, you're the only one in the store. I talked to you. I recognize the voice. I talked to you, dude.
No, that wasn't me. That must have been the other guy.
I'm like, there's literally no one else in the store except me and you. I talked to you. I called you from my house, which is 3 seconds from here. So I wasted points for nothing. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not going to go to that GameStop. I'm going to go to another GameStop and get a Wii U game.
or something.
No, well, you can only use it on one item.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's.
Well, do you already have the Splatoon 3-pack?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I have that stuff. I'm gonna get some Wii U. I'm gonna get a Wii U game with it, but it's like, dude, I literally just called you and asked you if I could do this, and you said yes, and 3 minutes later you say no.
Well, like the reasoning behind that is they used to allow it. I know they used to allow it, but
right. But this is like
the
guy that runs this GameStop. Like,
oh yeah, no, total flaw on his part. Like that's horrible. But like one of the reasons they stopped doing it is because people were the way that they had to do it was you'd go in, you'd scan it, and it'd be like, well, this isn't a physical thing. So the manager would have to put in his code saying, okay, discount this card the amount that this thing says, and by doing that, the code would realize that it's not being used on a physical thing, so the code wouldn't be used, and people could go into different GameStops and overuse the code. So GameStop actually lost a lot of money by people doing that and racking up like hundreds of dollars of PlayStation Network cards or Xbox Live cards or whatever that, GameStop ended up having to, pay PlayStation and Xbox for because, it was their bad. So, I mean, it's unfortunate because it takes one to ruin it for everybody, but
what I thought about doing was buying a game with it and then returning it for like credit and then getting a gift card for that.
You could probably do that, but that just kind of sucks too.
I know.
I mean, unless you buy something, if you buy it used and then bring it back, or I don't know, you might even have to bring it to a different GameStop.
I know. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to GameStop, buy a game, and then go to a different GameStop, return it, and get a card. I know that's a bunch of bullcrap, but I just
jumping through hoops for something that shouldn't be so hard.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just made me mad that I'm like, look, online it says some stores do and some stores don't. Do you guys do this? And they said, yeah.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got there, he like changed his mind. So
yeah, nope, wasn't me. Must have been the other guy.
So I mean, I don't know. There's a couple Wii U games I still need for my collection, but other than that, anyways, sorry. That was my GameStop story for the week.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Anyways, Ed, continue. I'm sorry.
So they introduced a new game, Tank Troopers. It's like a 3D tank game. They didn't let us know who the developer is, so more info will be coming out for that. It kind of gives me Advanced War vibes almost, but it looks really fun.
World of Tanks.
Yeah, it looks really fun. Being as a new IP. So, what did you guys think?
I don't know. Advanced War was tactical war. It was fun. It was that tactical role-playing style, and that was fun for me. But I just nothing for this trailer. It didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with Kyle on this one. I don't know. It seems like they're trying though. They're trying to do new things. They're trying to do different things. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird because it's like you want Nintendo to do these things, but then when they show you stuff, it's like, well, that's not what I really want, you know?
Yeah.
And I tried to support that idea with Federation Force, and it's like
it's close, but it's not there.
It's close, and like, but there is a tease for something in Federation Force that, you know, if you beat the game, there's a tease for something. I'm not going to spoil it, but I already watched it because I had to watch it. But I'm like,
New side-scrolling Metroid game that stars Samus on the 3DS?
No, I think it's something for NX.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be cool. Was it side-scrolling or was it?
No, I think. Okay, well.
Spoilers.
Ed, cover your ears if you don't want to hear it.
La 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 la. Take off your headphones if you don't want to hear it, Ed.
Yeah. So spoilers. Come back in about 30 seconds from now. At the end, there's a scene that spoils something with Samus, and it's pretty much teasing Metroid Prime 4, and it's probably going to be for the NX.
Okay, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So, and it falls right in line with what they were talking about. They were kind of teasing it like last year at E3.
Right.
Said it would take about 3 years, but now it's like, yeah.
Timing is about right.
Okay. Timing's about right, so.
Okay, Ed.
Okay, Ed, you can come back now.
Also, the game. Yay.
And Samus falls in a fiery pit and dies, and now there's no more Metroid.
No more Metroid. The Metroids just took over the planets.
It's the baby.
It's the baby Metroid.
The baby. So. Well, I'm interested. I just can't wait for more info to come out for that.
Oh yeah, we were talking about tanks.
Introduce Picross. I mean, they didn't show much, but it kind of just like it also vibe to it. I mean, Codename Steam kind of gave me that kind of vibe, but I'm very interested to see where it goes. Just waiting for more info. It's a new IP, so that's at least good. Moving on from there, Picross 3D Round 2. It's more Picross games. I know they're very popular. This time you could color different parts to get clues to have amiibo functionality. A demo is available if you want to try it. I did download the demo. Got to give that game a try also. But I don't know if you guys are into the Picross games. I've never played one myself. So
nah, not for me. Sorry.
Yeah, I like Picross. I think it's cool. But there's a lot, and I have that free Zelda one, and I have the Pokemon one. Do I really need a third one? Like, and I have Mario Picross for Game Boy downloaded. So like, Yep. I mean, here's the thing. I will look at it, and if it's like 3D Picross, right? That's what
it looked like.
That's like what the big draw is of this one, is like it's 3D instead of 2D. So maybe that'll change it up a little bit, but it's like Tetris, right? Everybody likes the Game Boy or the NES Tetris. It's nice and simple, fun to play by yourself. Nobody cares about Tetris Mass Attack or Tetris Build a
Splash
or whatever. I don't
Sphere or whatever.
Tetris
Worlds,
build your own boat type thing. Nobody cares about all the spin-off Tetrises. Everybody just wants Tetris, right?
Boat.
And that's what Picross is to me. I just want nice and simple Picross, and like, yeah.
Nice.
if you like the demo, if you like the game, you
That's
can buy
true.
it.
I'll check the demo. That's what demos are for. They're nice.
Anything else, Kyle? Or
I mean, I've never played a Picross game, but like, there's so many other games that are calling for my attention and need my time. And sure, Picross would probably be real quick and simple to pick up and play, but I play enough Tetris on like random times when I need a puzzle game, so that does it for me.
Yeah.
well, moving step 3D. Just to let everybody know, there is a trailer for the Indies Summer Jam. So they did announce a lot of games, close to about 20 games that they did announce. So you can check out that trailer on YouTube. September 1st, which just passed, is Axiom Verge. This coming Thursday, September 8th, is going to be Jotan. September 15th is No 2 Love Devolution. September 22nd is Severe, the game that also came out on Vita, made by the guys who made
Guacamelee.
Drinkbox Studio. Yeah, Guacamelee.
Yep.
And then September 29th is Gun War 2 coming out for the 3DS. They also announced that when each game comes out, there will be a sale attached to them for the first week. So if you want Axiom Verge, it's a good time to get it. It's 10% off. And I think it goes also to your Nintendo, your My Nintendo Club. So if you got that connect, you'll get points. I'm probably gonna be buying all 5 games. They look very interesting. I really want to play Jotan. I do own Axiom Verge for PlayStation 4, but I want to get it also on Wii U also.
Well, the Wii U one of Axiom Verge, like the map on the gamepad alone is going to be nice.
Well, aren't they going to do the same thing with the 3DS version? Have that on the touch screen?
There isn't a 3DS version of Axiom Verge.
Oh, isn't there?
I don't think so.
I thought that's what this one was they were announcing the 3DS version. No, it's just for Wii.
But it's of a 3DS version, but they were just focusing on the Wii U version.
Whatever. I see how you are, Nintendo.
The one game that you don't put on 3DS.
The one that I kind of wanted to get for the 3DS.
Well, the thing about it is that when Axiom Verge first came out, it was only that one guy that programmed it, the creator. Right. When it came to Wii U, there was a company that assisted him to make this game. So they could probably also I think they probably can port it over to 3DS, but probably at a later date. There hasn't been no complaints or anything. A lot of people have been excited about it. So if it does well for Wii U, it would just make sense to port it over to 3DS and have the same guys who worked on that game make it.
Right.
3DS.
Man, I feel like I'm being such a downer on this episode, but like for me, I've been intrigued in that game, and I've been kind of waiting for it to come to the 3DS for like a cheaper price. But at the same time, I also feel like it might just come to the PS Plus eventually for either PS4 or Vita or both. So I'm kind of just biding my time on that because money is not necessarily something I have a lot of. So
yeah, well, you know what? Axiom Verge is one of the hardest games to go on sale. Like some people don't want to pay $15. I say pay the $15 because it's a very long game. Like
yeah.
I really had to wait for it to go on sale to get it because I was just like, I want to get this game, but I kind of want to get it on sale. And when it goes, even when the PSN flash, it takes a long time. Like it's like maybe one for every 3 months. So okay, so Nintendo showed off the Legend of Zelda for the 30th anniversary. They talked about this Goddess of the Symphony. They got a beautiful like background. I don't know if it's a desktop yet, but they got characters from the series, and it looks really nice. They talked about Hyrule Warriors Legends for 3DS. That is getting
Link or something.
Yeah, Toon Link and Princess Zelda from Phantom Hourglass, and Toon Link is going to be from Spirit Tracks. And some of his special moves is that you can hit enemies with the tray from Spirit Tracks. She has like the kind of power.
Breaking up again, Ed.
Oh no, not again.
The phantom armor that she possesses from the Phantom Hourglass story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Of 8-bit Link, Link from the Ocarina of Time, and the 2-pack Toon Link and Zelda from Wind Waker. And then Skyward Sword is available on Wii U for the eShop. And then they're doing like 3 books, so you can pre-order an art book, Art and Artifacts Legend of Zelda for Amazon.
Yes, I'm gonna pre-order all of those things.
I'm going to consider pre-ordering maybe one of those things if I can find the monetary values to do so.
What, the Ocarina of Time amiibo? Yeah. Dude, that line of amiibo is so pretty.
Well, like, and the thing is, like I said, I don't have a Wii U right now. I don't really do the whole amiibo collecting. I used to do Funko Pops, which I'm trying to pick back up on, but when the military moved me, when I got done with the military, for some reason I can't find any of my Funko Pops in any of the boxes, so that they're just gone. So right now I'm trying to start back up, but like those Ocarina of Time, the amiibos, just they're pretty freaking pretty.
Yeah.
So
funny that she mentioned the Funko Pop. We just got in the Golden Girls Funko Pop.
What? Do they really need their own Funko Pops? I want to Betty White Funko Pop.
Yeah, they have it. They have
That's ridiculous.
All 4 characters.
Like I mainly go for like the gaming ones or like the movie ones that speak to me. So
not that I don't love me some Golden Girls, but the Funko Pops are like
that's too much.
It's too much.
They also announced that the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, you guys can get that for $19.99. It's one part of the Nintendo Selects. It's a must-have. Definitely for me.
Game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They talked about the new 3DS Galaxy, which it's been shown out and stuff, and kind of funny skits with Reggie and Bill about that game.
Where's Bill? Where's my 3DS? I don't think we can do this.
And there's something about donuts. What is it about donuts?
Donuts are delicious. If you don't like donuts, you can get out.
Like, you've been gone one day. He's got this huge beard.
Right. Shoot, I'm like only about 3 minutes from a Dunkin' Donuts from right now. So, uh, they went on to show Dragon Quest VII, which is coming out, and Dragon Quest VIII going next year. So you can check the Nintendo Direct for that.
Are those
Thoughts,
remasters
guys?
or what are those exactly? Because I thought
they're just kind of like
11 now or something.
They're just kind of like semi-remakes, similar to the DS versions of 4, 5, and
Final
6.
Fantasies and everything getting remade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
but
I think of a 3DS is a good place for those, though.
Yeah, Dragon Quest VII is a complete like remaster. Like it's been way built up from the ground up because the PlayStation 1 of Dragon Quest VII had bad localization and it was like very slow. They had a problem, so they just redid the whole game. And I think 8 is somewhat as a port, but I think they add touches to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good time to be an RPG fan, though, for 3DS. Seriously. Jeez. I mean, earlier this year we had, Bravely Second and Fire Emblem, and now we're getting all these awesome RPGs. And 3DS, man. That's where the JRPG lives now.
And on PlayStation also, so...
and on Xbox... Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Oh, fail.
Wait, they're getting Final Fantasy 15. That's kind of an RPG these days.
You mean Gears of War 4 is going to be a JRPG?
I mean, that is going to be my JRPG that I'm going to sink hours of hours.
Halo 6 is moving to JRPG status. Choose your party. Master Chief is now a white mage.
Yeah. And move Kelly to F7 and checkmate.
So I know 5 other people getting it. You Kyle, you Corey, Gears of War 4. I'm getting it. My other friend Deuce is getting it. His friend Johnny, which is all my friend, and Anthony. Like us 6 will have it. I don't know who else is getting it.
It's gonna be
Brian's getting it too. So
it's gonna be 2-player co-op though. It's maxed at 2-player co-op for the campaign. Of course, you've got multiple people for the versus and for the horde mode. I think they said 5-person horde mode, right? So, and they've got classes in horde mode, but now we're getting into the next episode of Connected. So let's keep talking Nintendo.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I just a quick thing about the horde mode. I didn't watch the trailer, so because I really don't want to be spoiled no more about this game. I really can't wait for it to come out.
Next episode of Connected, are you going to join us to talk all about Gears of War and all the stuff that's been spoiled, or are you going to just sit that one out?
Oh, I would join you.
Okay, so half the episode you're going to have your headphones down.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much that I'm going to be spoiled or anything or be surprised because I'm going to see it and be like, okay, I understand where they're going. It's just going to make me want the game more.
Absolutely.
Because that's like kind of like besides Recore and Cuphead, like physical disc rise, that's the next big game for my Xbox One. It's like it's Gears 4.
There you go.
Yay, Gears! Can't wait.
JRPG.
I mean Zelda. Can't wait.
And guys, please check out Team Nerds Connected. Very great show. Just a quick plug for that. They introduced Yokai Watch 2, which they also showed earlier at E3. Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls. How the Yokai came about. So they can show a gameplay trailer about that. Introduce like medals when you buy the physical game and special characters when you get the digital game.
See the sub
guys?
names on those, like I could not remember what those were, so I'm like spoopy bones and squishy flesh. What? I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say those games are really good, and they're like, or the first Yokai Watch was like kind of a new age type Pokemon / Digimon type something, but I just haven't put the time into it. So I mean, if for people that like them, hey, that's more of a good thing for them, I guess. But yeah, Spoopy Bones and Squishy Flesh. Go get those games.
And next year's Yokai Watch is going to be called Poopy Butts and
See, now you're making me think of Rick and Morty and Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Oh my gosh.
Woo-wee.
Oh, man, where is this show going?
Real talk, connected, and a little bit of pow block. We just got that little sprinkle of pow block. Just bam.
We haven't even talked about anything for DualShock yet this episode. What can we talk about there? That conference is on Wednesday.
Yeah, that conference is coming up. That's going to be interesting to see how Sony copies Nintendo. And I mean, what?
Oh man! All right, what were we talking about? Talking about Yokai Watch.
Yokai RPG.
Yokai Watch.
And then
Yokai Watch.
we spiraled out of control again because that's how we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Yokai Watch really took off how they wanted it to here, honestly. I think Pokemon is still going to be the powerhouse.
Pokemon is the king for the 3DS handheld.
So, I mean, I've never played Yokai Watch. I don't really understand or know anything about it except instead of monsters, you're catching ghosts. So
ghosts and souls and
then that
and
somehow
spirits.
It's like really overly complicated because you have to like get the ghosts to like you before you capture them or something. And
it sounds like the Shin Megami Tensei's, how you're the original ones and like the first Persona, you're trying to befriend the demons instead of like actually something. I don't know. Evolution of times, they make it kid friendly, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's next then?
Well, at Disney Magical World Wonderland 2, they got a more game trailer on the Direct and on Nintendo's channel, so you can check that out. I'm going to move on to Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. I think this game actually got delayed because Sonic Boom was a terrible game on Wii U. It's a 2D platformer between two characters. So one character is fire, one character is ice. Do you guys have anything to say about that?
No, I really don't have anything to say about Sonic until Sonic Mania comes out.
Sorry, Sonic.
Huh? Okay, then
because
they announced Shin Megami. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say that last Wii U one was garbage.
I mean, I heard the show was pretty garbage too.
And like, I actually really liked what they were doing
too. With like, you buy the game and you get episodes with it or something.
Something like that.
3 episodes on the DVD when you buy Sonic Boom Fire. Yeah.
I really liked what they were trying to do with Lost World, and like, yeah, it was clunky a little bit, but I felt like that game, they always come out with a game that seems like they're putting Sonic back on the right track, and then the next game is just like complete garbage.
Yeah.
Because like Sonic Generations and Colors came out, and then they put out the stupid Werehog game, and then they put out the
Unleashed.
Yeah,
Unleashed
and just like
Werehog.
I'm just like, come on, dude, figure it out. And like, Sonic Mania looks awesome. They had a 7-minute gameplay video up on some websites today. I was looking at. Looks like Sonic. Looks exactly what I want. So
looks like it's hitting that nostalgic button pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally is.
So they showed off
thirsty.
Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. The launch edition is going to include Final Choice and a Metal Emblem set. The box art was very good, and they said that you didn't have to play the original Shin Megami Tensei 4, but knowing Atlas, they put it on sale if you want to catch up with that.
Yeah, they actually just had a big RPG sale on the eShop, and that game was the first one was about $12, and this is actually like the third release of this game. So there was like Shin Megami Tensei 4, and then there was Shin Megami Tensei 4 Devil
Survivor.
Yeah, that one, and that one was $19.99. So
these ones have interested me, but when the first one came out, it was like $50 for a 3DS game, and I was like, I'll wait for it to drop, and then just so many other games come out, and like, I love the Persona games. I want to play this game, but at the same time, it's just, again, so many other games that I'm pretty sure this one's just going to get swept up in the sorry didn't play it pile.
Yeah.
Well, it's I think ever since Atlas went digital, I don't think it's very work because they do have good sales on it, and I think they make actually more money.
We lost the network.
No, oh goodness. Oh, I'm back.
Mhm.
Hello,
They make more
hello,
money on what?
everybody.
What do
They make more money on the digital release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Which is weird because like there's a podcast that I was listening to and they said that outside of the US and Canada, like digital copies cost more because it costs them more to produce a digital copy than it does a physical copy.
That sounds backwards.
I know.
Exactly.
But like I don't know, that was something weird.
I don't know. I just think like as far as the Persona games and Atlas, and then like all the talk about Final Fantasy games, you know, not being what they used to be, and all the trouble with Final Fantasy 15, and then the director of Final Fantasy 15, you know, being the ones working on the Final Fantasy 7 remake and on Kingdom Hearts 3, I honestly think that depending on how 15 does, and depending on how Persona 5 does, Atlas may be overtaking Square as far as the JRPG scene goes.
Oh,
pretty soon.
They pretty much already done.
I mean,
that.
they already have to me, but there's still those diehard Final Fantasy fans that are like, no way, Square's king. But it's at that point where it's like, it really is.
It's gonna teeter.
It is. So sorry, I know that's not exactly Nintendo focused, but with the Shin Megami Tensei 4 overclocked, so
at least Sega has something going for them now.
At least what?
At least Sega has something going for them now.
Yeah, that's right.
They own Atlas. I feel so bad for Atlas.
And I think Persona 5 comes out this week or next week for Japan. So I'm
for Japan, yeah. For Japan.
Yeah, I really cannot wait to hear impressions about that. So
see, and this is one of those times where like there's been so many times where I've thought to myself, I want to learn how to speak Japanese and read Japanese so that I can import some of these games because I would love to play through them like as soon as possible, and I've been super hyped for Persona 5 for so long. So have to wait till February, but that game's going to be legit amazing. So
I just got to pay off my pre-order for the collectors. That trailer is still one of their best trailers, I got to say.
Oh yeah.
Moving on, they showed off Poochie and Yoshi's Woody World.
Adorable.
They announced a Poochie amiibo that's coming along. Poochie's on levels and his his puppies. I think Poochies. I think that's the name of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing 30s animated shorts, and if you have not played Yoshi Woolly World for Wii U, this is a definite must buy. I'm going to rebuy it. I mean, I'm going to buy this game.
Well, this one, minus the graphics, is actually the quote-unquote definitive edition because it actually, instead of not being feature complete, it adds all the Poochie stuff. Am I correct?
Yeah,
no,
it's the same.
No, right. They got all the levels that's in the Wii U version on this one, and then the Poochie levels are all brand new.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I might pick this one up because Woolly World looked really adorable when it launched anyways, and just adding the Poochie in, this game looks really like that lighthearted, simple, fun, but still a little bit challenging game. So
yeah, trying to get everything is challenging. Kyle, you're going to have to play that game with headphones and listen to the music. It's
for sure.
All of that music in this game is mind blowing, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't make it Game of the Year. I should have, but they announced that. Anything, Corey? What you think?
I mean, I like Yoshi's Woolly World, and that game actually seems like the perfect fit for a handheld game.
Well, I mean, it's Super Mario World 2, pretty much the Yoshi's Island take, but all cutified.
Right, but I'm just saying, platforms like that are perfect for 3DS, and I'm actually surprised that it took them this long to put it there.
Right.
And the fact that I like the Yarn Yoshi amiibos, and to put a little Poochie next to them, it's gonna be great.
Do you have all three of them?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I don't have the $40 giant one though.
Oh no, don't.
But if I did, it would go right back there with Figment and Oswald and Bear.
Why you didn't tell me? Corey, I had 36 of them at my store.
I don't know, Ed.
And
I'm not going to
bought
spend $40 on an
games
amiibo when I can buy a game instead. I'm sorry.
Oh, but the Yoshi
Well,
one
I
is
get-
awesome.
I know, but
It's
yeah, I could
Yoshi.
have got it like. I could have got it for $25.
It's not like
They
it's a
got it
giant
cheap.
plush Mario. It's Yoshi.
no, that makes it
Yeah.
It's
that
not
much
like
better.
it's not like you're buying Waluigi.
Oh God.
Where's my Waluigi's Woolly World? I just want to see his mustache, his yarn balls.
Oh, yarn mustache that
Yeah,
he pulls
just
out to
whip it
like
out.
lasso things.
It'd be like
Oh.
Nintendo's version of Castlevania. He'd whip his mustache out and whip people with it.
Oh, okay. We're going crazy again.
I know. That's what happens
I
when you
love
podcast
this.
at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I love this because I want that now. Like, you guys are coming up with stuff that I want now.
It's another game you have to write Nintendo about.
Exactly. And have Treasure develop it since they did the other Wario game.
Oh, jeez.
Moving on, Ever Oasis. This is produced by Mr. Koichi Ishii. If you know about a game called Secret of Mana, if not, go play that game. Just hook up your Wii, go to the Wii Virtual Console, and download that game and play it. He's the creator of that, who made this game. They announced this at E3, but they showed a little bit more detail. This is a mix of action adventure with sim kind of Animal Crossing mixed into it. To me it's a day one purchase for me. It's an RPG and it looks just beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's got that very JRPG-ish vibe to it that like right now I said I'm playing Earthlock is kind of clicking that box for me. It's scratching that itch. So this looks interesting, but I just don't have as much time to play as many JRPGs anymore, especially when I'm trying to do the YouTube channel, the game reviews, the podcasts, the playing games, the spending time with family, because you've got to do that too. You can't just focus all on one thing. So
Yes.
yeah. So, but it looks interesting. I'll give it that.
Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks interesting. I'm glad Nintendo's making another RPG. I mean, I know Xenoblade Chronicles X is like such a huge game for them, and like I feel like them making an RPG, not Monolith, but Nintendo making a RPG for 3DS is good because you're seeing a lot of success with that genre there, like Bravely Default.
Yes.
We've made a ton of games, JRPGs earlier, so I'm glad. I might actually check it out because I've been craving a decent JRPG lately that's like simple and I know Nintendo's gonna simplify the JRPG genre enough to like get you started and then introduce mechanics later on because that's how Nintendo rolls. So I'm interested. I'm optimistic. I want to try it.
I will give you a review when I get the game. I heard Secret of Mana and that's all I needed. So moving on, because we only got 2 more games to cover. Mario Sports Superstar, they announced for the 3DS, and it's kind of a combination of horse riding, baseball, soccer, tennis, and
Basketball? Was that in there?
It's basketball, tennis, golf, horse racing, and
Baseball.
Soccer.
There
Baseball?
was baseball too, I thought.
Baseball.
Yeah,
Not soccer,
yeah.
it's baseball. You're right.
Yeah,
Was there, I thought I saw
Yeah,
soccer
it's
in there too, though.
It's baseball, soccer, golf, horse riding, and
Golf or basketball or
no basketball. I don't think basketball was in it.
I don't know, but here's the thing. I'm not a sports ball guy. I really could care less about the Maddens or the NHLs or the whatever. But
That's not true. You're
for some reason, this game looks like a lot of fun. Just because it's got all of them that, like, if I'm feeling like maybe playing a golf game, like Mario Golf's always been fun, or the Mario Soccer looks like it could be fun. I don't know. This looks like it could be fun, so I'm actually intrigued on this, which really surprised me. Like, I found myself smiling during this trailer, like, wait a minute, I don't like sports ball. What's going on?
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see how feature complete these are, especially in the golf and tennis versions, because they already have those games on this system. I'm going to be interested to see if they're just shoving that whole game into this, or if they're just like maybe like 2 courses or 2. You know what I'm saying? Is this just like a demo version of those games to get you to go buy those games later? Like this, I don't know. I'm more interested in seeing like the soccer, because Mario Strikers is an amazing game, and like I want to see what this horse racing thing is, because that just sounds really ridiculous.
They couldn't put Mario Kart on the game as well.
But there's just this like really funny image going around that showed Boo on the back of a horse and Yoshi on the back of a horse, and like the meme was Yoshi riding a horse is like a horse riding a horse. And I'm just like, well, he's not wrong.
Not wrong.
So, yeah, I'm interested, but it's probably gonna be a pass, considering all the other games that they announced that are significantly more interesting than this for me, at least. So,
yeah. So it's soccer, baseball, tennis, golf, and horse riding. It's those 5.
Okay. So no basketball, but I think they already released the basketball game on the 3DS anyways, or whatever, Mario style.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
And people are still buying Super Sluggers for Wii, so.
Jeez. Of course they are.
At full retail, so. And that's,
gosh,
I think
terrible.
it's still like $29.99, I think, at some places. But and the last game they announced was Pikmin, which is a working title. It's going to be a 2D adventure puzzle sim game. I don't want to talk about the little controversy that's going on, but they announced this game, and it looks beautiful to me. It's once again a day one purchase for me.
Man, Ed's just rolling in that money. All that content that he creates, getting paid big bucks for it, apparently.
It's called having a full-time job.
What are you saying to me? Oh, I see how it is.
I mean, all my money's going towards like gas to get to work and paying my bills and trying to save some money to give to Sana for this wedding. Like,
yeah.
I mean, but then again, like most of the major games I want, I've already pre-ordered and have paid off because I was anticipating this happening.
Right.
So, I mean.
No offense, Kyle, but yeah, I don't have no kids, so my money's not going to that.
That right there, yeah. Like my daughter, you would not expect this if you're not a parent, but like my daughter pretty much takes half of our income almost every month, like just with all the stuff that we need to do, like and that's including food, of course. That's including new clothes and the stuff that you don't really think about, but you add it all together. Oh man, kids are pricey, and then my habits are pricey, so.
Gosh, Kyle.
Yeah, me and those video games, man. Got to get my fix.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I don't know. I'm kind of, for this Pikmin game, I want to be excited about it. I do, but the side-scrolling thing kind of turned me off.
I actually think that's going to work well for Pikmin. If I don't know. I watched, like, at first I was like, oh, cool, Pikmin, and then I started watching it, and I was like, oh, this isn't really Pikmin. But then I started watching it and I was like, oh, I like it.
Yeah, I want to be excited about it, but show me more of why this works instead of just that little clip that we saw. That's what I want to see. Which
I think Nintendo will. I think Nintendo will. Yeah. I think they just want to announce that, this is what we're working on. We just want to give you guys a heads up and just show it off a little bit.
The one question I do have is this the Pikmin game that they were working on a year ago?
Can't be.
No.
Can't be.
No.
It's got to be something for the NX.
Okay. Because that's kind of what worried me a little bit. But
Are we done talking about the games? You guys want to hear my theory?
Yeah, that was it for the Nintendo Direct. Okay. Japan and UK have their own ones, which I didn't watch just yet, but you can check them out on YouTube. But go ahead, Kyle.
Okay, so here's my theory, and like we thought the 3DS, like Corey said, was going to have that sad, happy, float away, just disappear type thing, and then they just did this huge 3DS Direct, right? My theory is similar to how when the Game Boy Color like some of the Game Boy Color games, like I remember the Zelda Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, when you put them into a Game Boy Advance, there was like special options that opened up. There was like, I think in those ones it was a special store that opened up, and a few of the games had these features. My theory, and I might be completely wrong, which is very probable, is that the NX game cards are the same shape as the 3DS cards, except for the little tab is like all the way down.
So you think this is going to be backwards compatible with 3DS?
I'm thinking that it's not necessarily going to be backwards compatible with 3DS, but there are going to be some 3DS games that when you plug them into an NX, they go into NX mode instead of 3DS mode, where it's not dual screen. It reopens the game in the NX mode with a single screen, because that's what the NX has been assumed to be this time around, and that it still has like some touch features or whatever. So I think these games, while yes, they are coming to the 3DS, they are going to be moving forward onto the NX in a more feature complete way, and the NX is how you are going to get that upload your Mario Maker stages and stuff like that.
Kind of like the Super Game Boy when it was like on Super Nintendo.
Sort of, but it's like, because you can't. With the NX being a single screen, which is what the rumor is right now, you can't do, a complete backwards compatible with 3DS games. But I feel like there are going to be some that have it.
You might be able to, because they did say that you can use the Wii U controller for the NX.
Maybe.
Well, it's rumored. That part is rumored.
Right.
But I understand. I see where you're getting at. Yeah. I'll roll with it. I'll agree with that.
Because, the size of the card is fairly large, and I know that you can fit probably 128 gigabytes into like a little tiny SD flash drive now that is smaller than the size of an SD card. So there is absolutely the possibility that they can fit a, say, 32 gigabyte game onto what's currently what we know as an 8 gigabyte card. So maybe these games might come out on, say, 16 gigabyte little cards, but we don't know they're that size until, it's got NX features that have been hidden in the background, and now that the NX is announced here, we're showing you NX version of this. So that's my theory. I could be completely wrong, which is very probable because there's so much we don't know about the NX, but like this late into the 3DS's life cycle where the NX is rumored to be this portable, that's the only way this really makes sense to me. So I don't know. That's just me.
I still think the NX is going to have some sort of like dual screen functionality outside of
plug and play, like a second screen type thing too.
Right.
Well, like I still think it's going to be like the same general design as the 3DS, but like maybe the top comes off and that's how you plug it into your TV. I'm still like,
I don't know. There's so much we don't know.
I know. I just show me what it is already.
Right,
right. Probably like how they do Smash Brothers, how the Wii U and 3DS version kind of connect with each other. I think that's probably another option that they can do, just have the whole 3DS or 2DS be used with the NX without having to take the cartridge out.
Potentially. But, at that point, like, when I get an NX, if it is the handheld hybrid we're talking about, I kind of expect it to replace my 3DS. So, I would feel weird docking a handheld to use my other handheld to connect to my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. There's just so much we don't know, but that's just one of my theories about it. I would love to see what the system actually is. I hope that, the rumor is they were supposed to, or they may actually show off the system soon. So I heard November, December type leak launch something.
I think they got to do it like at the end of September, early October, at the latest, because they have to have a marketing run.
Because if they're trying to do it in March, and you've got like the Sony conference is the 7th, which is in a few days, you've got a period where there's going to be games coming out, but there's not as many. I think Gamescom, PAX, all that stuff is going to be done, right? Pretty soon.
Yeah.
So you've got that period of time where they can just.
Before March, the only thing you have is CES.
Right, and you don't want to wait till then. You want to have your own event for this thing. So
CES is like for developers, so that's way. Because I think PlayStation Experience is the last conference of the year, because Tokyo Game Show is this
October.
week. Next week. No,
it's in September this year.
Yeah, TGS is actually no. It's next week. TGS is next week.
Oh. See, here's the thing, though. Nintendo is also very do whatever they want. Like, they legit walked into the IGN offices and pulled out 2DSs out of their pockets and said, here's a 2DS, and let IGN run that story. So we don't know how they're going to unveil it, but, like, can you imagine the Sony conference goes off on the 7th, and then, there's all the hype, there's all the talk about, PlayStation Neo or whatever they end up calling it, and a week later, Nintendo is just like, hey, guys, this is the NX. They would steal that thunder from Sony like that if it is everything that we think and hope it will be. So, I don't know.
I think that's why November would be a good time to discuss the NX. Because I think it gives them more time for them to market well, to get their videos and some game ideas and stuff like that, showing off the system. Like, doing a hour presentation for a direct or even still 45 minutes. I think November is a good time because any kind of presentations or conference is kind of like dead that month. Yeah, we got Thanksgiving and big games coming out, but just like if Nintendo owns November with the NX.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to know what it finally is, but it's just that waiting. I do not want to keep waiting. I want to know what it is now. So anyways,
I love the waiting. Like it just makes me happy to be like, okay, it's rumors. I don't care. Show me the game. Show me the system. Show me the game, so I can just run around like crazy and save up my money.
See, and for me, waiting to know what it is just torture because I just want to know what it is so I can get excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo is still doing what everybody wants everybody else to do. Is like, yeah, we're working on this thing. We'll show it when it's ready. And
right.
That's what everybody's been complaining about everybody else.
And that's true. That's true because everyone's all like, they announced this and then 3 years later we haven't seen anything of it. But at the same time, if Nintendo would have said nothing about NX until today and then let the rumors flow for a month and then this is what the NX is, yeah. So I don't know. It's a crazy world we live in. I want to know what the NX is. This was a great 3DS Direct, but again, I think that these games will be in some capacity moving forward onto the NX. So
I agree.
Yeah. Well, this was quite an exciting POW block.
POW block, Real Talk, Connected.
Yeah. So we're going to actually wrap things up. We've been going a little long. So let us know what you think in the comments below this video, or let us know on Twitter, stuff like that. So we're going to start plugging some stuff. Ed, where can we find you?
Just going to plug two things. You can find me on Twitter at @RetroCode, and you can hear my podcast, Optional Opinion, where I talked about the Nintendo Direct, and check out some tracks that I put on there, and World 101 Podcast. You can hear all of this on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Archive.org, the Anomalous Radio Network.podbean.com, and other podcast apps. So that's all I'm gonna plug for right now.
Cal.
All right, search Team Nerd, Team N3RD, all one word. It is late. I am tired. On YouTube's, check out our channel. We do the Nerds Connected, which is a DNA and Team Nerd cross podcast that we do together, collaboration. And then I actually recently just changed my Twitter handle by suggestion from someone. So as I always say in my videos, I say, what's going on, team? My name is Kyle. So I changed it to @_ my name is Kyle, all one word, _ So, yeah.
Yay.
I tried to get my name is Kyle, but it's this guy that hasn't used Twitter since 2009, and I tried messaging him a few times and no reply. So I'm like, whatever, I give up.
I give up.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, for real. Since 2009, I want that.
Anyways, you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram @RogueSpartan4, and you can find this show and all of our other shows on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Digital Nerd Advocates Network, or on our website at digitalnerdadvocates.com. You can also find the DNA Network on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch @the DNA Network. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/DNA Network. And you can join our community groups if you have content you'd like to share or anything. Our community is open to that as well. If you're into Destiny, we have a community for that. And if you're into Overwatch, we have a community for that. And yeah, we have a lot going on. And yeah, this has been DNA Pow Block. Kyle, thanks for coming on.
Hey, absolutely.
As always. Can't wait
to talk games with you guys.
Ed, well,
it's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching, and until next week, we are out.
Star power.
Maximum effort.